What's up, everybody? I am Jacob Cabazzuto with Cab Training, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about making sharp cuts. A lot of you guys have been taught how to make sharp cuts. You know you have to plant with your outside foot, but today I'm going to break it down to you a little bit differently. I'm going to show you guys how I train my athletes to make sharp cuts. Whether you're cutting diagonally, cutting at a 90-degree angle, whichever way you want to cut, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So let's jump right into it. So before we do it, like this video and subscribe for more, and let's get better today. So guys, making sharp cuts is all about body control. You got to make sure that you distribute your weight perfectly so you guys can accelerate in another direction after decelerating. So the traditional way of cutting is planting with your outside foot and pushing off to go the other way. So I am going to use that traditional way, but I'm also going to put my spin on it. The way I teach my athletes to change direction is I like to say, you're going to put 80% of your weight on your inside foot as you approach where you're going to change direction. Tap with your outside foot with that 20%, then push off that outside foot. So you are distributing your weight and controlling your body to the point where you're not slowing your feet down hardly at all. So when you come to change direction, that weight is on the inside foot, then you can push off and go quickly. So when we go through this zigzag drill, try to make sure you're kind of leaning inward on this inside foot so you can tap with the outside and push off and go the other way. Watch me at this full speed so I can show you. So I'm gonna apply this the same way with my 90-degree cuts. What I'm gonna do again as we approach where we're gonna cut at a 90-degree angle, so as if we were gonna run an in route or an out route, we are making sure that we plant that inside foot with about 80% of our weight, push off with about 20% of our weight. So as I approach this cone right here, we're making sure that when we come to this cone right here, we have 80% of the weight here, 20, push off, and come back this way. Again, this is putting you in a neutral position, so if you wanted to go this way, you can too. That way you're not telling the defender who's guarding you which way you're going. So if I'm here in a neutral position, I can make one extra step and go this way. Now, we're planting inside, pushing off, and flipping our hips back this way so we can get a very smooth, sharp cut without telling people where we're going. Because the alternative that a lot of athletes that I train do and make the mistake of doing is that they jump into their cut and reach, and when you're positioned like this, everybody knows that all this weight is on this foot and you're obviously going to cut back this way. So if you run this drill full speed like this, everybody knows it. You tell it about another half second and you what's the word for it? Telegraph the way that you're going. So the way you do it full speed is you're gonna make sure that you have that decelerative ability. Get to that cone and make sure you're able to stop on a dime and make those 2 steps possible so you can cut nice and quick. So you're here, full speed, 1, 2, and we're going back this way, flipping the hips, flipping the eyes, flipping the shoulders. It's all there.
Again, guys, notice how my stride length hasn't shortened up at all. I'm running at full speed and I'm able to slow myself down with just 2 steps and being able to drop my body level so I can really slow myself down. But remember, don't shorten your steps up. You shorten your steps up, you go slower and you're able to change direction slower. So keep your stride lengths long.
The third way that we can apply this weight distribution topic to our cuts and making sharp changes of direction is right here on this shuffle drill. We did this in a past video, the change of direction drill video. Go check that out if you want to learn how to change direction quickly. But right here, we're standing at this middle cone And let's just say if we put all of our weight on our outside foot here in order to change direction this way, we'd be waiting too long on this outside foot. We'd be taking too much time loading up all this weight and all this force to come back this way. So if I do this full speed with all the weight on my outside foot, it's taking too long. Does that make sense? So right here, if we distribute our weight to where we have actually 80% of our weight on our inside foot and 20 on the outside just to tap and go, we're taking less time to change direction. Check out the difference. Just like that. So make sure we're distributing our weight perfectly, 80-20, inside, outside, so we can just tap and go without hesitation. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more drills like this where I break it down with body control and weight distribution, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And like this video so it reaches more parts of the CAB training family that's just ever growing. I always like to say at the end of every video, because I always like to strive to improve myself every single day. And the motto is, let's get better today.